Hey guys, Laser here with our first EU4 game, multiplayer game that is. And I'm very excited because this is actually my first multiplayer game. I've only played single player EU and actually not mostly, entirely only in Europe. I've played like 4 countries, that's all, like Naples, Serbia, Bohemia, a few times, and Venice, and that's it. Like I have really no experience in this. And it'll be very interesting because it seems like we already have quite a few experienced players in this game. So I'm gonna have some troubles, I guess, in the late game because I'm not familiar with it. I guess I can compete in the early game, but that's probably it. We'll see how the game develops. Anyway, I'm gonna try to mention all the players, even though I'm not sure I actually know everyone here because I'm not even managing this game. Marconi's in charge, so good luck with that. And we have Too Awesome and Gurin playing in North America, playing Huron and Iroquois. I hope they die. I hate them. If you're not too familiar with the game, playing these countries can be very annoying for European powers because once they reach them, and I hope they don't do that too early, these guys will just inherit 80% of the tech of the neighboring country. So that's not good for us. I hope if anyone actually goes here, today will just kill them, hopefully. Anyway, I don't think we have anyone in South America and Central America. Moving to Asia, I believe we have Ming player. We had Japanese player, but I think he died early on, and then I don't know if he's back in the game or what happened there. It seems like he's doing okay right now, unless it's an AI. I don't know. Anyway, we have this yellow blob that I can't pronounce, and I'm not even gonna try to pronounce. No, definitely not trying it. So just yellow blob, that's the name of the country. From now on, it seems like they're doing quite fine. Orisa, I don't know if it's a player or AI. Maybe it's a player. Any case, I'm not sure if they actually start with this territory, but if they don't, then the AI has actually done a pretty decent job there. Multan, I believe, is Gaku. He expanded quite a bit, but it's questionable if he'll be able to survive next session and prevent Timurid hordes from just eating all the stuff. And I think Timurids have some decisions that will actually improve their country if they own half of the India over here, I believe. Not exactly sure. Once again, I've never played them. Moving back to Europe, we have basically all the major powers: Castile, Portugal, France, Poland, do we actually have Bohemia? I think someone joined later on as Bohemia. Austria, Muscovy, Sweden, England, Ottomans, and Tunis. And Tuscany, of course. Have I forgot anyone? Oh, I think we have Brandenburg also. So people will be trying to form some personal unions and stuff that will actually improve their countries, such as Prussia. Over here, Commonwealth, Poland. Castile is gonna try to form Spain. Stuff like that. Tuscany, actually Florence going for Tuscany into Italy. Yes, we're playing with Serbia, and I'm gonna hop into the game, show you how we are doing right now. Now, the interesting part in Europe is that right now everyone is actually at peace with other players, and no one is trying to engage into some huge player versus player war, which is quite interesting. I didn't expect this. Like, I expected more of a savage game and everyone just going like crazy and expanding as much as they can, but apparently that's not the case. I guess it's because there are still a lot of AI countries, and if you can get into a collision against your enemy, then they're pretty much screwed. Anyway, right now, all of my game plan depends on great diplomacy and balancing out between Ottomans and Austria. Now, the thing is, Ottomans allowed me to survive as they don't really want to bother with annexing me right now. They had some more important targets like Byzantium, also moving into east and the south, getting rid of Mamluks, annexing all the small states all around here and consolidating their country. Also, I guess they didn't want to bother with Austria early on, so this kind of works in their favor. As like we're just right now we are a meat shield between Austria and Ottomans, and I guess Austria allowed us to survive for the same reason, basically trying to prevent Ottomans from annexing us, simply because then the Ottomans would actually have the border with them, and then it's quite dangerous for Austria to have that kind of an enemy right there when they already have Poland, Bohemia, and France knocking on their door. So I'll probably have some interest in keeping us alive, which is good. And well, wish Austria did that in real life, but hey, things happen. Anyway, our main competitor right now is Portugal, because my strategy is to go and just colonize stuff. Since we aren't gonna be able to expand a lot into Europe, for every expansion I have to ask my huge neighbors, Ottomans and Austria, hey, hello, can I grab this land? Then they say, no, fuck you, and well, I can't do anything about it. I can just go back and cry in a corner. That works. But we've managed to expand quite a bit, I guess. We got Dalmatia, Ragusa, which were most important targets for me. Bosnia, of course, vassalized, and then Croatia and Vojvodina basically being a bit of extra stuff that we got. And unfortunately, Austria got Belovar, which is also Croatian core, and I might be, I don't know how they feel about selling that, but I guess that's all fine. You notice that I didn't go for Temesh. It's mostly because I've noticed that Ottomans have claimed on that province, so I don't want to cause any dispute between us. Also, one more thing that I wanted to get was Corfu, but the Ottomans again warned me not to do that. I would be extremely happy with trading something for Ushkup or Macedonia. That would be amazing, mostly because it has Serbian culture and it's already our core, so that would be amazing. I think Serbian is not accepted in Ottoman Empire yet, so they might have some interest in selling that. And once again, it would be amazing. We're quite unlikely to do that, but anyway. Here in France we had, I guess, I don't know how to say, is it a weak player or something, but he was losing war to Burgundy quite a bit, and it seemed like Leeds personal union with Brabant, Flanders, and Holland. Okay, I thought they were vassalized by France or something, but no. Anyway, they managed to win the war in the end, and it seems like AI consolidated their country in the last few minutes of the game. Spain wasted an opportunity, actually couldn't attack France due to rules. France was protected for the last 20 minutes or so. The player had to quit, so there's that. Over here, Tunis is, I guess, doing a great job expanding into Africa, and I have some deals with Tunis. Can't reveal much, but mainly transfer of the Dahra, just for coring purposes. I will be moving into New World, and I need those stepping stones into America and I guess Africa, but I'm not gonna colonize much of Africa. I could maybe colonize Madagascar, and I'm looking forward to that. It's just so we can boost our trade power. Well, actually, send more trade power to Constantinople, and then I will just try to get as many ships as possible and try to transfer trade power to Ragusa, which is our home port or home trade node. Now, I didn't want to annex Bosnia right away, Diplo annex, or just annex the normal way, because I want to save our admin and Diplo points. You will see that we are behind in tech. Actually, these are all starting techs, and the reason is I really want to westernize as quickly as possible. I will be slightly delayed because we are still in a war with Naples, and I think I'm gonna just get Calabria for here once again, only so I can core it. And once in core it, we'll be able to move further into, I guess, Africa and then into America. Now Florence is very strong here. They will soon form Tuscany. I'm actually not sure what they need to. They probably need some tech or something. Maybe it's admin tech level 10. It could be that. In any case, they will probably want Calabria and they will want this Ottoman stuff that they got in the last few years of the game. So I'm looking forward to a big war between Ottomans and Italian states, I guess. I don't know if that will actually happen, or maybe they will be able to reach some sort of agreement, which I hope they don't, because as long as other players fight each other, that's great for us. We just want to avoid any wars, and for that we need other people to fight, because, you know, if Ottomans can't fight anyone over there or can't expand anymore into Africa, well, they might get some ideas which I don't like. Well, there is that. Now, my strategy involves getting some 2 or 3 huge colonies and then boosting our trade power there. I think we're going for, when it comes to ideas, we're going for exploration first, then innovative or admin ideas. Now, I haven't decided yet, but it seems to me that innovative ideas might be better just for early portion of the game, due to technology cost minus 5%, which is a huge deal, especially because this is an early perk in innovative ideas. It's only third, so you have to spend only 1200 admin points, which is not too much compared to admin ideas. This is what's 7th, so you would have to spend almost double, and that's quite a bit. After that, so like I said, exploration into innovative into, I think, defensive ideas, because we want to have a lot of forts in our land and make it so that every aggressive wars against us are very expensive for enemies, meanwhile maintaining a decent sized army just for protection, basically. I don't think I'll have to have an opportunity to expand further into Europe without some major power losing a huge war. I might be able to snipe few more territories in Hungary, depending on what the Ottomans feel and what Austria considers as their claims, but that really doesn't depend too much on me. As for the navy, we're under our limit, which is, I think, 16? Yeah, there we go. So I'll be building more ships, and then basically the whole strategy is to have a lot of money, and then if we get attacked, we can just have a huge mercenary army, and for expansion I'll try to make some deals, like selling I don't know, ships, or just giving money for provinces. I don't know if that will work out, probably not, but you know, that's our hope. Aside from that, I didn't see any huge possibilities of coalition against Ottomans early on, because mostly Poland and Austria, the only 2 countries that would actually fight them, were focusing on their own goals, and if Ottomans wanted, they could have just crashed us in very first year of the game. So I preferred to avoid that, and then we just reached an agreement with Ottomans. I don't expand into south or east, and for every other expansion I just ask them if they're okay with it. So for now it seems to work out. I don't know what to expect in the next session, but this Castile killing Portugal, actually Portugal intervened on Aragon's side against Castile, and that was a pretty terrible move for them, because they estimated that since Castile was in a civil war, they could have just beaten their army, but they were really wrong. Even though Castile was completely occupied by rebels, they just surrendered to rebels and destroyed Portuguese army. So Portugal lost few of their, I guess, 2 of their provinces here. And that's a huge blow for them. In any case, I'm looking forward to killing Portugal, because that means 1 less competitor in a colonial race, which is great for us. We don't really have the vision over there, we don't have the range, so my technology will have to go up rapidly, and that's why I'm looking to westernize really, really early on. I don't know if this is actually a good idea, if it will be effective, because, you know, for westernization, regular way, you need 2,400 admin power. Not admin power, goddammit. Monarch power. And that's a lot, really. A lot to invest. That's almost 2 techs. But I think it will benefit us in the long run. So I think I'm doing the right choice here. Especially since we don't have to be fighting any early wars aside from those against AI. And it's quite possible to win those even with lower tech. So I guess that's all fine. Now I did have Hungary as an early ally, but I kind of failed to use them properly. I could have called them into my war against Bosnia and Venice, which would have made it far easier, but yeah, misplaced. In any case, see you on Sunday. I'll be live streaming that game. Last week I had some issues with the stream, but I fixed it, so everything will be fine this week. See you guys. Have fun.